We import templates from catalog. Templates are in the utilities, which is the central depository of all templates. If we go into the tunnel template, we can see here all the templates. So we can edit, we can create a new one. So if we go into any one here and then we can go inside, we can see there are three different color lines. So it's three different closed lines needs to be drawn and then needs to be tagged. So the top one we can see that is tagged as theoretical excavation. Then we have a shortcrete. So this is the lining extra doors, and then we think this is a concrete panel we're going to do. So this one is the lining intra doors. And all these things also here is intelligent programming is here. We can define the constraints as we need. So this panel here is the user-friendly graphical programming that we can impose on these sections as we need. And we come back to into our template. So once and we come back to into our template. So once we are here, we can see the template variables are there because that we have defined in our template. So if we change a value, which is, we can see the thickness has been changed. Also, we can change it to whatever we need. So we have changed it. So, and then also we have the lining definition, that we have the all lines that been defined here, all individual parts, and individual parts materials are also selected. We can select whatever we need for that particular element. Like here for ring we said all right, we need 50 to 60 MPa, or we can for slab we can change it to as we need whatever the material properties we need. Once this is done, then we have the similar thing for the portal. But in the portal, if we go into any one of them, we can see there is only a single line. That means we don't need to draw three lines here. It is one closed line, and that needs to be tagged as portal extra doors. And this has the similar programming capabilities here. Then once this is done, we have the other things is to match with the tunnel. We need the excavation and the reinforcement as well. So if we come into excavation subspaces, so we define through here, we have the soil here. So we define this way, like we want to excavate this soil first and then the other part and then this part. So we have defined three different part of soil, and then we tagged it as excavation subspaces. Once this is done, in this window we can see the three that we have defined. There three part, it will come up here, and we just need to select the materials from the drop down. And we also can need to select the whether we want it to transfer into Plaxis, so we just check them. Then we have the reinforcement here. In the reinforcement we can see there are 5 different type of reinforcement. So first one is the shortcrete. Again, we have drawn inside by going into the define. So we defined it. Okay, this one is a permanent shortcrete we need. Also this one we defined as a shortcrete here as a physical modeling, we will we have defined here as a permanent shortgrid. And then the other one is theirs. This one is the temporary walls. Because we have three different soil excavation plan, so we defined them. We need to stabilize the soil so that it doesn't collapse during the excavation. So we have defined three temporary walls. One is two temporary walls. One is this one and one is this one. Once these are excavated, then we would demolish this temporary wall. So those are tagged through this icon. Then this is we modeled as shortgrid here, but we want to do that shortgrid. Actually, we want to inject grout here to stabilize the soil. So we want this one as a jet grouting, and that we want need to take it into the plexus. So what we do, we just define here this one as jet grouting, and we define that okay, we want to send this to plexus as a jet grouting. But here we did because we want to see that in our physical modeling this part to calculate the volume of the jet grouting. Then the third one we what we can is the four poles. Again, four poles we can define, we can give the diameters and offsets and length here, but also we can go into define custom and then edit whatever wherever we need. So if we define custom, and from there we just draw the ones that we need. So here we have drawn these circles that okay, these will be my four poles, and I defined as a circle here. Once these are done, the four poles, then we can also define the fiberglass here, and then we have the rock bolts. So again, the rock bolts are defined through here. So we have drawn the lines from the intradoors as we need. We might need in different places as well. So we have drawn some lines, and then we have tagged as a rock bolts, and we have given the diameters in there. So let's say for this one is 50 millimeter or so. Once this is done, we just save changes. And these rock bolts, if we also want to send to plexus, we can send it to, we can check it. We can check those as well as we want to send it to plexus. So this template is now ready to go along with the tunnel template. Here is two other things we can see is the shafts and rooms. Also we have the shaft, which is the actually a pipe. So we can go into there and provide the dimensions, diameter, thickness and length, and we can add multiples as we need. And then if we don't have an, also we can add the slab as well here. And rooms is a placeholder. It has the height, length and width that we provide here, and that we can use in our model. Once these are set up, these are ready to be modeled using the construction.